I am posting this on Saturday night, the 13th of May. This is the 5th day of Operation Shield and Arrow. Until now, Gaza's fired over 1,200 rockets into Israel. Yesterday, Hamas stated that if Operation Shield and Arrow continues, then they will join the war against Israel. The Islamic Jihad has been doing everything they can to get Hamas involved. Iran has been pressuring Hamas to get involved as well. I'm going to tell you something that might make you pretty surprised. The people here in Israel, for the majority, want Hamas to get involved. This would give the IDF the right to take out Hamas leaders and Hamas targets and be able to make much bigger moves in Gaza, seeing that Hamas is the larger group between the two and the organization in charge in Gaza. Israelis are sick and tired of being shot at from Gaza every year, time after time, not knowing it's coming, but not knowing exactly when. They're just sick and tired of it. This afternoon, when Gaza fired rockets into Israel, a rocket in the south of Israel seriously injured one and killing another. These were two brothers from Gaza in Israel on work permits. Yes, believe it or not, even though we're under attack by Gaza, Israel still is trying to make life as good as possible for the people of Gaza and still allowing them to come into the country on work permits and everything else that they usually do on regular times. Yesterday afternoon, Gaza fired rockets towards Jerusalem in our area. My kids were on the bus when the sirens went off on their way to home. Well, they started here towards Jerusalem. You can hear the sirens. This is right over the head of right over our house. Having my own kids see rockets explode so violently over their heads, knowing that there's a group of people somewhere out there that's trying to kill them, that's just something I can't explain to someone what that's like if you haven't been in that kind of situation. At 10 o'clock tonight, the Islamic Jihad said that they want a ceasefire again. This time, Israel told them that we will retaliate after every rocket fired. Even if this ceasefire works and this operation is over, this week is going to be a tense one. Tomorrow is a Nakba Day, and later this week we have our Flag Day. During our flag parade, we are scheduled to walk the usual path through the Damascus Gate. Hamas has already threatened to fire rockets if we do so. Minutes before 10 p.m. on the so-called ceasefire, the Islamic Jihad fired many rockets into Israel and then put out a message saying that Israel was not able to cripple their ability to attack us, and their 6 leaders that were assassinated did not affect their ideology of the destruction of Israel. So this ceasefire doesn't mean anything, to say the least. Only a few minutes after 10 p.m., the so-called ceasefire, rockets were fired from Gaza into Israel. The IDF then made an airstrike, taking out the launchers. Shortly after, the Islamic Jihad went to the streets of Gaza in a parade of victory to show the people in Gaza that they won. So as of now, we are at a ceasefire. But don't hold your breath, because we're here in Israel, we're not. As I said, this week has some big obstacles to go through before we can see if we're back in regular state of war is coming soon instead of war is actually here. I love you guys, and your monthly support to help the people here in the state of Israel is an amazing comfort to these precious people, especially during these times. So thank you. I will continue to give you updates as needed to keep you up to date in the events here in Israel. Join us on thegoldenreport.com. And until next time, God bless.